At some point, we all face our judgment, whether we're ready or not. That time comes for everyone. Years of pent-up frustration finally boils over. Enemies from yesterday on different journeys once again cross paths on the quest for the WWE Championship. A night where the former champion walks into hostile territory to reclaim her Raw Women's title. And where two bitter enemies get locked inside hell. But only one will make it out. Who will fight to see another day? For their sake, and their sake alone. This is Judgment Day.
There's no escape, no place to run or pray. This will be your Judgment Day.
We are live in front of a sold-out crowd in the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts for Judgment Day. I'm Michael Cole alongside Corey Graves, and I am hyped for tonight's event. After our European tour, we are back stateside, and the WWE Universe has welcomed us back with open arms. I cannot wait for what unfolds tonight. Corey, it's boss time in Boston. We're kicking off tonight's show with the Raw Women's title match. No better way to start tonight's show in Boston. You know, I spoke to Sasha Banks earlier today, and after she found out this was going to be the first match, she insisted on coming out first. She wanted to be the first one out here to soak up all the energy from her hometown crowd. And based off this reaction, her opponent, Bianca Belair, is going to have an uphill battle if she wants to get the Raw Women's title back. Can the EST find her way back on top of the women's division on Raw? Funny thing is, Bianca knows she can beat Sasha Banks one-on-one. She's done it before under high stakes. Can she do it again in the TD Garden?
Introducing the challenger from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair. And introducing the champion from Boston, Massachusetts, the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks.
The Raw Women's title on the line in our opening match here tonight at Judgment Day. Bianca Belair looks focused and ready. She knows what it takes to be champion. Can she beat the boss tonight? Here we go. Sasha and Bianca kick off tonight's show. What does Bianca have to do tonight if she wants to recapture the Raw Women's title? Bianca has been champion for most of the year so far. This is the first time she is the challenger since the Royal Rumble. She lost her title in a triple threat match at Backlash, so the circumstances were a bit different then. These two can just focus on one person. If Bianca can control this match and stay focused, even in hostile territory, she has a chance to become champion again. Sasha has worked so hard to get to this point. You have to think she will do anything to walk out of Boston as champion. Definitely don't want to lose in front of this hometown crowd. Sasha Banks in green, Bianca Belair in purple. Both ladies paying homage to their WrestleMania main event match a few years back. Of course, that match was for the SmackDown Women's title. Tonight, they compete for the Raw Women's title. And a suplex by Belair. Bianca, definitely the stronger of the two. Belair needs to capitalize off that strength in order to take control of this match. And Sasha reverses that. And a DDT by the champion. Even though they are opponents tonight, there's still mutual respect between these two ladies. Banks looking for the bank statement, but Bianca able to get to the ropes. And a drop kick by Belair. Remember, Bianca said it was she who was instrumental in getting Sasha Banks to Raw, which shows the respect Bianca has for Sasha. But that decision might have bitten Bianca, as she is now a challenger for the title she once had. But Sasha isn't thinking about now. She's thinking about retaining the title. Banks said Bianca doesn't have a shot at walking out of Boston with a win. But Bianca has held her own here tonight. Even with the home field advantage, you can't count out the EST. Bianca heading to the top, looking for the 450 splash, and hits it. Cover here. And Sasha Banks kicks out. Even Bianca can't believe it. She thought she had it there. Could you imagine the energy in the building if their hometown hero loses tonight? There'll be riots in the streets. And the show just started. So much more to come here tonight. The Intercontinental title on the line, the United States title on the line, and the SmackDown Women's title inside Hell in a Cell, all still to come here tonight at Judgment Day. Look at the strength of Belair, just picking up Banks like it's nothing. She's the strongest, Cole. Why are you shocked? Even though Sasha is the champion, a win against Bianca Belair is still a big deal. Absolutely. Bianca has been the most dominant female superstar for almost a year now. Not only on Raw, but the entire WWE. Success at Survivor Series, winning the title at the Rumble, retaining inside the Chamber, retaining at WrestleMania. Bianca has stepped up in big situations. And Bianca with a spear. Sasha measuring Belair now. Bianca blocks it. Bianca looking for the KOD, but Banks reverses it. Bianca looking for the KOD, and she hits it. It might be over here. Bianca able to get it this time. And Sasha kicks out. The champ refusing to stay down, and maybe this hometown crowd is pulling Sasha through this. Maybe the home field advantage is real, because that would have been enough on any other night in any other city. Banks up the top rope, and she hits the frog splash. Will the champ retain? And Bianca Belair somehow is able to kick out. The entire city of Boston thought it was over. Sasha looking for the bank statement, but Belair able to get to the ropes again. Both ladies not giving up. They understand what's at stake here. Bianca looking for the glam slam, but Sasha reverses into a roll-up. Can she win it here? And she gets the 3 count. Banks wins. Sasha Banks retains the Raw Women's title.
Here is your winner and still the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks.
Sasha said Bianca couldn't beat her in Boston, and she was absolutely right. And you had to think Sasha was going to find a way to win no matter what. And she walks out the TD Garden still champion. Well, that's one champion who retained. Will that be the same outcome for our next bout? Corey, it's a good old-fashioned DonnyBrook match for the Intercontinental Championship. It's fight night! I've never seen someone fail backwards as much as Sheamus. He hasn't won anything, yet he gets a title shot? You can thank Drew McIntyre for that. He's the one who offered the match. I don't blame Sheamus for taking it. And McIntyre with a sneak attack on Sheamus, blindsiding the challenger before the match even starts. It's a bar fight. You don't have to be fair. This is a good old-fashioned DonnyBrook match. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. McIntyre with the suplex. You just know this match will be physical. The history between these two is deep. Sheamus criticized McIntyre for avoiding defending his title he won at WrestleMania. But it seems McIntyre is more consumed with the thought that Sheamus has been embarrassing him all this time. And now Drew is going to embarrass Sheamus in front of the entire WWE Universe. I'm sure that's why McIntyre accepted this match. Drew doesn't want any rules stopping him from doing whatever he wants to Sheamus. Looks like Drew is looking for some toys, and he grabs a stop sign. Why would a bar have a stop sign? To direct traffic around the bar? I guess. And McIntyre strikes Sheamus across the head with a stop sign. Who could forget the battles these two men had last year? Battleground, Extreme Rules, and SummerSlam. All physical, all hard-hitting matches. And despite all that, McIntyre was still able to put his differences aside and pick Sheamus to be a part of Team Raw at Survivor Series. And it seemed like McIntyre had the right idea, as Raw was successful that night at Survivor Series. And from there, Sheamus would go on to be one of the final two in the Royal Rumble. Sheamus was one elimination away from a title match at WrestleMania. And that's the nature of this business. One win can completely alter your life. We could be here talking about Sheamus as a world champion, but he couldn't get the job done. And I'll be honest, he's been a failure at everything else since. That's why Drew McIntyre is frustrated. He feels like he has wasted his time with Sheamus. McIntyre grabbing a shovel now. I guess bars would keep one of those to shovel snow. But to what you said, is that enough for Drew to be ashamed of Sheamus even after he tried to help him against the War Raiders? How did he help him? They lost at Backlash. The embarrassment ends tonight. Drew and Sheamus traveling all over the arena tonight. Who knows where they might end up? And a suplex on top of the stage. What a physical match so far. Who would have thought all the bar fights Sheamus got into his whole life would somehow pay off for him in the future? What makes you think he's been in a lot of bar fights? Come on, how else do you come up with a match like this? Both men not holding back as McIntyre tosses Sheamus into the LED screen. I guess a regular match wouldn't have done this any justice. A DonnyBrook match is fitting for these two. It's the only way Sheamus could possibly win anything, because he hasn't won any other kind of match. And a win would absolutely turn everything around for Sheamus. As McIntyre heads back to ringside, Drew wants more weapons. Sheamus running after Drew. McIntyre turns around and swings a bat right in the ribs of Sheamus. McIntyre swinging for the fences here. With a swing like that, McIntyre could suit up for the Red Sox tonight. I guess a bar would have a bat for protection. McIntyre looking for the future shock DDT. He hits it, goes for the cover, and Sheamus kicks out. The floor on that stage, so unforgiving. I'm surprised Sheamus was able to kick out. Claymore! McIntyre hits the Claymore! Will he retain? And Sheamus kicks out! That was close. If this was an actual bar, the damages would be extraordinary. Imagine being tossed around a bar the way these two have been doing. It's just been a physical match throughout, and a second Claymore. McIntyre connects again. Is that enough? McIntyre retains. Drew McIntyre survives the DonnyBrook match.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Drew McIntyre.
I guess McIntyre has proven all the doubters wrong. Congratulations to Drew McIntyre as he retains the Intercontinental title here tonight at Judgment Day. We want to take this moment to thank you all for your continued support of this channel. Every view, like, comment, and subscription is greatly appreciated. Cole, it's Fandango! Corey, I think you're saying his name wrong. The crowd is going wild for the greatest superstar the city of Boston has ever produced. Are you sure about that? Fandango is the greatest superstar from Boston? You can't be serious. Fandango deserves a banner in the rafters. One of the greatest dancers of all time.
I know you all heard the news. Yours truly will be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. And I've decided to come to Boston to find my dance partner for the show. I am hosting a dance-off here tonight. So if there's anyone backstage who wants to earn a shot to be my dance partner, come on down.
Dancing with the Stars, Cole. Fandango has already won. It doesn't even matter who his partner will be. I don't know if this is who Fandango had in mind. It's the Boogeyman. Who let this freak in the building? Please, where's security? Don't let him get close to Fandango. I don't know. Let's see what he's got. Maybe the Boogeyman can dance. Fandango, get out of there. And look at him go! The Boogeyman's got some moves. The crowd's loving it. You call that dancing? The Boogeyman wants to be on Dancing with the Stars. And you know what, Corey? He has my vote. Well, thank goodness your vote doesn't matter. Fandango needs to get out of there. And Fandango has had enough of the Boogeyman. I guess his search is still on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Chad Gable with an opportunity to finally become the United States Champion here tonight in Boston. After costing Theory and Loomis the tag titles, Chad Gable gets a title shot? Who's running this place? No, Chad Gable gets a title shot because he earned it. He beat Dexter Lumis and earned his shot. And you seem to always forget Dexter Lumis costing Chad Gable the title at WrestleMania.
Lumis was there to help his friend. Gable got in his face and paid the price. Seems fair to me.
A real champion makes his way to the ring. Dexter Lumis accompanies Austin Theory. At least this time he won't catch Gable by surprise.
Austin Theory is one of the most valuable superstars in the WWE. He deserves all the protection in the world.
If it were up to me, I would ban Lumis from ringside and make this a fair and even match.
Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable. And introducing the champion from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the WWE United States Champion, Austin Theory.
The United States title on the line, our second title match of the night.
Actually, before we start this match, I have something to say. You know, I learned a very hard lesson at WrestleMania. And I take full responsibility for that. I showed up to Hollywood alone, but I'm not making that same mistake here tonight.
What is he even talking about?
Oh yeah, Otis is back.
Really? That's the best he can get?
You're just upset because Chad Gable has even the playing field. It's a fair match now. Well, Chad Gable did learn his lesson from WrestleMania. He now has someone in his corner.
It really doesn't matter who's in his corner. Theory is still a better competitor, and he's going to prove it here tonight at Judgment Day.
Otis was injured late last year at Armageddon. Ironically, in the six-pack challenge match for the United States title. A match that included both Chad Gable and Austin Theory.
Yeah, and that was the night Austin Theory won the United States title. And you want to know something else that's fascinating? Outside of Brock Lesnar, Austin Theory is the longest reigning champion in WWE. Just a fun fact for those of you at home.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Corey. The United States title has been the only thing on the mind of Chad Gable. It's something he's always wanted to accomplish, and he got close at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania was in the past. Get over it. He has his match now. Let's see if he makes the most of it.
Nice suplex by Theory. Theory goes for the cover, but Gable able to kick out.
People need to understand, the Theory is an attraction. He's not going to give out title shots to everybody. You have to be worthy.
Otis on the outside, keeping an eye on Lumis. Even if that's the only thing he does, that can prove to be so effective in this match.
Dexter Lumis isn't afraid of Otis.
Gable is feeling it now. Chad Gable in control. Will he be able to turn this into a victory? Gable with the top rope moonsault. Cover. But the champ kicks out. Austin Theory is going to end it right here. A-Town down. Will Theory retain? Chad Gable kicks out. Chad Gable heading back to the top. Gable hits another moonsault. But Austin Theory able to kick out again. Theory now waiting for Gable to get back to his feet. Oh, it's over here. I can feel it. Ataxia. Theory with the cover. And Austin Theory retains. You see? I told you so.
And still, the WWE United States Champion, Austin Theory.
Everybody here in the TD Garden is shocked. Many felt this was the night for Chad Gable.
How is anyone shocked? We're talking about Austin Theory. He's the future. Hopefully everyone sees the vision now.
There she is, Sasha Banks, who successfully retained her Raw Women's title. And oh, would you look at that? Familiar foes, so much history between these two ladies. For weeks, Shinsuke Nakamura has gotten the best of Finn Balor. Tonight at Judgment Day, he wants to put Balor down and out for good. But Nakamura has made it clear that he wants the Demon. We're about to find out if the Demon is here.
Everyone wants to know why I attacked Finn Balor. I didn't do it out of rage. I did it out of compassion. Finn Balor. You need to know when it's time to go. When it's time to say goodbye. You are not the fighter you once were. I know a weak, beaten man when I see one. Let me help you. Let me help you put you out of your misery. Forever. Finn Balor, you can choose to listen to your heart and the voices of your friends, or you can choose to face reality. Finn Balor. I've tried my hardest to give you the truth, but you refuse to accept it. You said it's time to channel your inner demon. But what's a demon without his might? What's a demon without its fire? We can dance again at Judgment Day if you like, but only if you bring the demon with you.
Ever since his return, he's had the upper hand. But has Nakamura bitten off way more than he can chew, asking for this match?
Some people asked for extra ketchup packets or extra napkins. Nakamura demanded to face the Demon. I hope he knows what he's asking for.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura!
Is going on? I'm already creeped out. changed here in the TD Garden.
And his opponent, the Demon, Finn Balor!
The Demon is here. Shinsuke Nakamura got what he wanted. The Demon, Finn Balor, is here at Judgment Day. It's been a long time since we've seen the Demon. We didn't know if he was going to show up, but he's here. And maybe Shinsuke Nakamura is having second thoughts. Well, there's no turning back now. You can feel the sudden energy shift in the air. This is incredible. And here we go, Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Demon Finn Balor, here tonight at Judgment Day.
And of course, Shinsuke has already beaten Balor. They met in London a few weeks back, and he's looking to put an end to Balor tonight.
Yeah, but he has to beat the Demon. Not many people can say they've done that. It's going to be a tough task.
Whenever Finn taps into the Demon, he becomes a different person. It's unexplainable, and it's exactly what he needs to get back on track.
You can't forget the Damian Priest aspect of this all. He was the one who suggested Balor bring back the Demon. Priest might have given him the push he needed. This is the first time we've seen Shinsuke Nakamura at a premium live event since No Mercy last year.
And since he's been back, he's been in control of this entire feud.
Balor now heading to the top. Coup de grace! Balor for the cover! And Nakamura kicks out. Now Balor is in the head of Nakamura. Playing mind games here. Balor in control.
And that could be a momentum swing right there. And this is what we're talking about, where Balor just feels like a different person once the Demon arrives.
And Corey, let's not forget it was around this time last year that Nakamura and Balor were tag partners at Battleground.
Yeah, a lot has changed since. Maybe that's why Nakamura feels he knows what's best for Balor. Maybe he saw the signs before anyone else.
Nakamura now, measuring Balor. What's he looking for? Kinshasa! Nakamura connects! Goes for the cover. But Balor kicks out. Balor, 19-16. Cover. And Nakamura kicks out. Both men refusing to give up. And now Balor heads to the top. Coup de grace. It's got to be over here. Nakamura kicks out. Both men fighting to stay alive. Kinshasa out of nowhere. And Balor kicks out. Nakamura keeping Balor down with those educated feet.
Neither wants to stay down.
Nakamura looking for another Kinshasa, but Balor blocks it. Balor heading to the top again. And another coup de grace. Will that finally be enough? And the Demon, Finn Balor, wins it.
Here is your winner, the Demon, Finn Balor!
Sold-out show here tonight in the TD Garden in Boston for Judgment Day, and it's partly due to our next matchup. Randy Orton goes one-on-one with the hometown hero, John Cena.
But I'm letting everyone know now that John Cena is on the path to becoming WWE Champion, and it does not matter who.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to let you know your path to the WWE title will involve me.
Both John Cena and Randy Orton want the WWE title. Both men on the path to become champion. Can they coexist and keep their cool before they face off at Judgment Day?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
From all their encounters in the past, John Cena has the advantage when it comes to wins. But tonight's match isn't about trying to catch up to Cena. A win is about getting in position to challenge for the WWE title.
You're right, Cole. A win won't do anything for the history books, but it'll probably be the most important win for Orton in a long time. But it's going to be hard. Not only does Orton have to beat Cena, he has to beat him in Boston.
Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
The roof has been blown off the TD Garden as the hometown hero makes his way to the ring.
I think this Boston crowd is happy to see John Cena tonight. The home field advantage couldn't have come at a better time. Based off that reaction alone, I wouldn't bet against the Cena victory.
Possibly two of the greatest of all time, two future Hall of Famers, two men that defined an era. Add one more chapter to their historic rivalry.
These two men have been through wars. They've stood side by side as well. They've been through it all. But tonight, they each want to position themselves for one more title run. Who will get the win?
You mentioned, Corey, these two have been through wars. Tonight's match doesn't seem to have any of that animosity. Both these men respect each other. They were tag partners on SmackDown. Tonight's match is about respect. It's about both men understanding only one gets to challenge for the title. The last time both men squared off was actually earlier this year at the Elimination Chamber. Both men were the final two competing for a WWE title match at WrestleMania. That's when the rated R superstar emerged out of nowhere and cost Cena the match. And Orton got to go to WrestleMania. However, he was unsuccessful. And now, this is Orton's first singles match since then. While on the other side, Cena has been on a roll, reminding everyone that he is still the guy in WWE. Cena with the attitude adjustment. Can he get the win here early? And Orton kicks out.
I think what really bothers Orton is that since losing his title at SummerSlam, it took him so long to get his rematch, and the hoops he had to jump through felt excessive.
His feud with the general manager didn't do him any favors. Vintage Orton in an RKO out of nowhere. Cover, but Cena able to grab the ropes. Veteran ring awareness by John Cena.
I don't know. John Cena might have been lucky there. If he wasn't that close to the ropes, it might have been over.
What an electrifying crowd here tonight in Boston for Judgment Day. And we still have our main event coming up. Asuka versus Charlotte. Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Women's title.
Judgment Day has delivered so far. I'm sure that match will be no different.
Now Orton looking for the DDT. A move we've seen so many times over the years. Vintage Orton. And Orton with an RKO, but Cena able to get to the ropes.
Orton could have ended it right there.
Backbreaker by Orton. Now Cena heading to the top. And Orton reverses into another backbreaker. Orton now stomping away, looking to put the final pieces together. But Cena has other plans. Cena locks in the STF. Will Orton tap? And Orton able to break free. You can feel things starting to get tense. Neither can afford a mistake here. Attitude adjustment, and it's gotta be over here. And Orton kicks out again. Cena looking for another attitude adjustment, but Orton reverses. RKO and RKO. Cover, and Cena able to get to the ropes again. Orton frustrated, punching the mat. Wants this to be over now. Orton going for an RKO, but Cena blocks it. Cena and Orton going back and forth. Who will pull out the win here in this match? And Cena with an attitude adjustment. Can he get it this time? And John Cena wins it.
Here is your winner, John Cena!
What a match by these two future Hall of Famers. I don't know what the future holds for Orton and Cena, but they both delivered here tonight in Boston. With that win, you have to think John Cena has made his case to be the next guy to challenge for the WWE Championship. It feels like Cena got one step closer to his ultimate goal. What a night it has been here in Boston for Judgment Day. Tell us your thoughts about the show in the comments section. We definitely want to hear from you. It's been a great night indeed. But Corey, it is now time for our main event. It is the Hell in a Cell match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka puts the title on the line against Charlotte Flair.
This will be your Judgment Day.
Midnight walls are closing in. Shadows whisper where I've been. Crossroads etched beneath my feet. Heartbeats echo in defeat. Torn between hope and fear. I can see the end is near.
You got lucky at WrestleMania. You're not better than me. You never were, and you never will be.
Luck. Luck. I beat you at WrestleMania because I am better than you.
At this crossroads, I'm reborn. Candles flicker in my veins, releasing all my doubt and chains. Every choice has led me here, in the echoes of my fear. If this night demands my soul, I will face the dark alone. Burning embers guide my cry. I'll be more than ashes.
Judgment Day, you won't be ready for Asuka. And you won't be ready for Hell in a Cell.
I've been expecting you. Glad you showed up.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Asuka chose the stipulation for this match, and you can see it suspended above the ring. Hell in a Cell, but it doesn't stop there. In added stipulation, if Charlotte Flair loses this match, she can no longer challenge Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and that to me is the biggest part.
Look, Asuka has proven to be a problem for Charlotte Flair. Asuka is a force. Charlotte has to win tonight, because if she can't beat Asuka, I don't know who can. And if that's the case, Charlotte may never be champion again, because I don't know if Asuka is ready to lose that title anytime soon.
The Empress of Tomorrow on her way to the ring for her first ever Hell in a Cell match.
I get that it's her first time inside Hell in a Cell, but for some strange reason, I don't think that matters. Asuka chose this match for a reason. I don't think the champion would put herself at that much of a disadvantage. I'm sure Asuka trusts herself enough to compete and retain.
So much has been said about the mind games Asuka has played with Charlotte over the weeks. How much will that affect the Queen as the match progresses?
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair. And introducing the champion from Osaka, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
Both ladies' eyes locked in as the cell lowers. There will be nowhere to go once that bell rings. Here we go, the main event of the night. Charlotte versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title inside Hell in a Cell.
As you said earlier, Asuka wanted this match for a reason. She wanted no debates, no questions on who is better between her and Charlotte.
This is their third meeting. Asuka taking the first of the two. And this third match is a must-win for Charlotte Flair. She won't be able to challenge for the title as long as Asuka is still champion. A loss here can change the trajectory of Charlotte's career. Charlotte Flair is all about championships, and after tonight, she may never be able to challenge for the title again. If you pay attention to Charlotte's gear tonight, a bit of an homage to the attire she wore in the first women's Hell in a Cell match, which she won some years back. We saw Charlotte and Sasha run into one another earlier in the night. Those two ladies made history when they were the first to compete inside Hell in a Cell. Ironically, that match took place in this building. Like you said, Charlotte won that match. Will history repeat itself tonight? A lot of history here. In history, not on the side of the champion, as she has never been inside Hell in a Cell. This is the fourth title match of the night. All champions have retained. Will that be the same for Asuka? Both ladies battling on the outside. And you know, it's not all the time we see Charlotte's back against the wall. And you know Charlotte will pull no stops as Charlotte grabs a steel chair. Even though Asuka won at WrestleMania and Backlash, for some reason, Charlotte doesn't feel like the underdog. And I guess that's due to the historic career Charlotte has put together. I agree, as Charlotte gets slammed into the cell wall, Asuka still has that chip on her shoulder. Remember, Charlotte ended Asuka's historic streak years ago, and I don't think Asuka has forgotten about that. And I think that's why Asuka gave Charlotte this match. Asuka may feel like she needs this for herself. A definitive win tonight may end the debate once and for all. One thing Charlotte has to do is avoid a submission hold. She can't afford to let Asuka lock in the Asuka lock. Charlotte has tapped out twice. She knows how dangerous Asuka can be. All it takes is one slip-up, one mistake, and Asuka can walk out still champion. Charlotte will definitely have to reduce those chances. It's going to be hard for Asuka to make Charlotte tap out 3 times in a row, but I'm not doubting the champion. Charlotte again looking under the ring, grabs a second chair. And a German suplex. Asuka landing right on the steel chair. And Asuka with a suplex of her own. Charlotte landing on the chair. And this match is starting to heat up. Charlotte getting out of dodge. She knows Asuka can't get any momentum. Charlotte again looking under the ring. And Charlotte filling up the playground with more toys. What a backbreaker by the challenger. And a drop kick by the champion. Corey, I was looking at the numbers, and there's an interesting stat regarding Charlotte Flair. Since this universe started, the SmackDown Women's title has been defended 16 times. Charlotte Flair has been in 11 of those matches. She's become synonymous with the title. Crazy how all that can change here tonight inside Hell in a Cell. It's almost weird to think of a world without Charlotte Flair competing for the SmackDown Women's title. But you're right, she's up against her greatest task so far. Shows how good Charlotte has been, and a German suplex by the challenger. Strong chops to the chest. And a German suplex on the chair.
Being creative here, using these weapons in every way to inflict as much pain as possible.
Charlotte looking to lock in the figure eight, and she gets it. Is the champion going to tap out? Will Charlotte regain the title?
Charlotte working on the legs of the champion, any way to keep her down.
And Asuka able to break away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the night here in Boston for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The first time the SmackDown Women's title has main evented a PLE in this universe. And it's one of the most brutal matches in WWE. Hell in a Cell. Charlotte again looking for the figure eight. Can this be it here?
But Asuka gets out quickly.
Asuka can't let Charlotte keep that submission on too long. Asuka knows a submission can end things out of nowhere. What a chair shot, but it's still not able to keep Charlotte down. Charlotte with the natural selection onto the steel chair. Charlotte with the cover. Can she win it? And Asuka kicks out.
Charlotte can't believe it. She thought she had it there.
Asuka hits the Empress Impact. Now Asuka heads to the outside. What's she looking for? And Asuka grabs a table. Things are heating up here.
What does Asuka have in mind with that table?
Asuka flips Charlotte off the top rope. Charlotte barely missing the table on that landing.
Charlotte trying to fight back, but Asuka reverses it.
Asuka setting up the table here. What does she have in mind? Oh no. What is Asuka thinking here? Asuka and Charlotte on the top. And a suplex right through the table. Now Asuka measuring Charlotte. This can mean only one thing. Asuka lock. Asuka finally able to lock in the Asuka lock. Can Charlotte hold on? And Charlotte taps. Asuka retains the title. It was a back and forth match throughout, but in the end, the champion retained. Asuka is still the SmackDown Women's Champion.
There were moments there where you thought Charlotte almost had it, but almost doesn't count. And now Charlotte can no longer challenge for the SmackDown Women's title.
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka!
What an epic performance by the champion, Asuka. Looks like Asuka is going to hold on to that title for a while, because if Charlotte can't do it, who else will?
The SmackDown locker room is full of hungry new challengers, but you're right.
Wait a minute now.
Oh boy, I spoke too soon.
Rhea Ripley is here. Miss Money in the Bank is here.
Is she cashing in?
Remember, Corey, it was Rhea Ripley and Asuka who were the final two in the Women's Royal Rumble. Asuka eliminated Rhea, ending her title hopes, and now Ripley is back to return the favor. And now the lights have gone out. What's going on? Is this Asuka playing mind games with Rhea now? It is pitch black here in the TD Garden. Wait a minute. Who is that? Whoever that is has stopped Rhea Ripley in her tracks. Corey, that's Ember Moon. Ember Moon is back. But why here? Why now?
Rhea Ripley has come face-to-face with Ember Moon, and Miss Money in the Bank has changed your mind.
Smart move by Ripley. You still have a lot of time to cash in. Don't take any chances here. And now Ember Moon, staring into the eyes of the SmackDown Women's Champion. We all know about the history between these two ladies. Did Ember Moon just save Asuka's championship? It seems like it, but why? There are so many questions that need answers that I'm sure we'll get in the near future. We thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
You walk the line, a shadow in the gray. Think the choices you made just fade away. Every whisper, every lie you sold, a story written, a tale to be told. There's no escape, no place to run or pray. This will be your judgment day. You built your castle on the shifting sand. Took what you wanted with a greedy hand. But the tide is turning, the storm is drawing near, and all your triumphs turn to fear. There's no escape, no place to